Hello. Hello. You have a mic here? Okay, no. And this is Mestre Nestor Capoeira from Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. Under the level of the trainer, he's the responsible for us being here, right? Okay.
What we're going to present to you tonight is what we call the capoeira game. Something a bit complicated to put in a certain little box, like we are so used to, for example, dance, fight, ritual, music, philosophy, because this is something that was created in Brazil by the Africans during the slavery time. And there is more a holistic concept of the universe and of different activities. So capoeira is one of these things that the Africans that were brought there started in 1500 to Brazil together with other things that belong to this context. And the interesting, one of the interesting things in capoeira that I find is because you have all these things. Hello? I hope you could hear me back there. Could you hear me back there when I was speaking? Yeah? Okay. So we have all of these different things like dancing, fighting, acrobatics, in a context that includes ritual and which has a sort of a philosophical backup. But the interesting thing as well on capoeira is that for the old masters, the old mestres, as we call them, the old capoeira teachers, that they say that the most important thing in capoeira is this instrument here, this bow-shaped instrument called the berimbau. This berimbau, I was playing, this was a sort of opening that we did for you, né? This is not the actual thing, it's more something flashy that we do to begin a performance. We are going to present the capoeira roda, the capoeira circle, in a few minutes, and you're going to see that it is the berimbau. They say that the berimbau teaches. We have classes of capoeira. You train the blows, the acrobatics, the way of avoiding those blows, everything. But the actual learning, as the old mestre says, happens when you are playing with somebody else to the rhythm of these instruments. So they say, the berimbau teaches. It's not the teacher, it's the berimbau. The teacher, what he does is he does some exercise, shows some movements, and he gives the condition for the capoeira circle, the capoeira roda, to happen. So this for us is a very important instrument. According to the rhythm which these instruments plays, the two guys who are playing capoeira, they're going to do a different sort of game. This is not only that it's going to be faster or slower, but the way that you look, you relate to the other person also changes. We'll see that later. I would like to show you, normally we have 3 berimbaus, a bass berimbau, dá uma batidinha, a medium, and a high-pitch berimbau. So for every one of these different rhythms, each one has a specific role. So we're going to show here a very popular rhythm all through Brazil and now through the capoeira centers that are beginning to flower here in the United States. We believe there are already like 300 to 500 capoeira centers here in America, and more or less the same number in Europe. Huh? And for example, we're going to show you this very popular rhythm that is played everywhere. It's called Angola. So the bass berimbau, the low-tone berimbau, he's going just to set the pace of the rhythm. He's going to do the main theme of the rhythm. Thank you. The medium tone berimbau, he's going to invert the rhythm. He was doing ton, ting, ton, ting. The other one is going to do ting, ton, and he's going to put a little improvisation. He's going to do ting, ton, skiting, chiquiton, chiquiting, ton, skiting, chiquiton. Vai lá. And the violinha, as we call it, is the high-pitched berimbau. He is free to improvisate, but in the feeling of this, it's a bit like jazz, né? You have a theme, he can make his improvisations freely, but on top of the rhythmic bass, which is done by these two other instruments. Vai lá. Okay, so now they are going to play together this rhythm of Angola, and very shortly we're going to have the three berimbaus, that drum there, we call it atabaque, some tambourines, agogô is two iron bells, and reco-reco, which is like a bamboo with some notches, and you pass a stick on top of it, goes reco, 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 reco. And we're going to see the Angola rhythm, the three berimbaus playing together. And for example, now we're going to show another very popular rhythm. When we play to this specific sort of rhythm, is more like you play with the other guy, and it's more or less as if you were in a forest, you know, and you have the sunlight coming in through the leaves, and you're an animal of prey. Let's say you are a mountain cat or a tiger. So you're walking there and you're setting up your traps, but at the same time that you know that you are the hunter, you know that you can be hunted very soon or maybe at the same moment. So you are confident, you are relaxed, but there's this thing of the jungle, of setting traps, studying the philosophy and the strategy of the other person. That is more or less